I'd like to welcome everyone today to Pasadena City Hall to talk about all of the work that's been done over the course of the last year in order to prepare for the holiday season in general, but especially for the New Year's festivities, the parade, as well as the Rose Bowl game. Let me begin by saying that many of you know that the city of Pasadena takes this event very seriously. This is our marquee event and day, and today will be this New Year's, in fact, will be the best day ever, as our president of the tournament has chosen the theme. And it really is a great day. It's a day that we welcome the world to Pasadena, where we enjoy a great parade, the parade, and we enjoy the football game, the Rose Bowl football game at the stadium, the Rose Bowl Stadium. And so we're very proud of it. We anticipate a large crowd. We anticipate people having fun throughout the week. And we encourage everyone to come out and enjoy the festivities. We expect our hotels and our restaurants to be brimming with lots of fun. And so we encourage everyone to make reservations in advance as you come out to the festivities. As it relates to public safety, you'll hear from some of our public safety officials. We take this event very seriously, and planning from a public safety perspective goes on year round. We don't wait until December to start planning. You'll hear more from our chief of police, as well from our fire chief and others, the level of planning that goes on commencing in January of this year, not next year. The city's partner in the parade, as you all know, is the Tournament of Roses, who actually puts on the game, and here with us today is Executive Director and CEO David Eads.
So this year, the tournament is proud to present the 136th Rose Parade that's presented by Honda, and the college football quarterfinal at the 111th Rose Bowl game presented by Prudential. Our number one priority as we put on both the parade and the game is the safety and security of all of our guests, our participants, our volunteers, our staff, and anyone who plays a part in our success of our events. Both the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl game are only possible because of the extraordinary partnerships and collaboration between the tournament, the city of Pasadena, the Rose Bowl Stadium, and our community. The theme for this year, as the mayor mentioned, is Best Day Ever, and it celebrates life's best moments. It's about family, it's about friends, it's about community, and we want to celebrate together. We've assembled an amazing parade and this year that includes our traditional Rose Parade, our floral floats, our marching bands, our equestrian units, and we will have 5 musical performances. We also anticipate another extraordinary Rose Bowl game. This year's matchup, as part of the college football playoff, will feature Oregon against the winner of either Ohio State or Tennessee. And that first round game will be held on December 21st. Each year, more than 80,000 hours of combined service are supplied by our 935 volunteers. Our white suiters, you all know them, and they are the valuable resource for any information regarding our Tournament of Roses events. I want to express our gratitude, the tournament's gratitude, for all the important work that is seen, but most importantly not seen, by all of our public safety and law enforcement personnel, including those at the federal, state, and local levels. And I want to acknowledge the leadership of Police Chief Harris, Fire Chief Augustin, and also Jens Weiden at the Rose Bowl Stadium and their teams for making our events possible. So at this time, let me introduce Jens Weiden, who is the CEO and General Manager at the Rose Bowl Stadium.
And with the theme of Best Day Ever, we wanted to talk a little bit about the timing to make sure that you have the best day ever on January 1st. So at the Rose Bowl Stadium, our parking lot's actually open at 4 a.m. So if you so choose, you can come down at 4 a.m. and hang out with us. Many people actually do that. They park at the stadium and then walk a short walk up to TV Corner to see the parade. That way, after the game, their car is right next to the stadium. So we open our lots at 4 a.m. Our Public Fan Fest, open to all public, everyone with a ticket, actually opens at 9 a.m. Once again, the more you commit the entire day to the Rose Parade and the game, the better time you will have. And there's activities that are going on throughout. So our Public Fan Fest starts at 9 a.m. Our gates are at 11:30. And then pregame festivities start at 1 o'clock. So we ask all ticket holders to be in their seats at 1 o'clock to see the festivities, the flyover, all the things that make January 1st in Pasadena so great. So we look forward to welcoming fans from Oregon and then Tennessee or Ohio State, depending on who wins that game on on December 21st, and to have everyone have the best day ever. Next up is Chief Harris.
The message will continue with, we want it to be the best ever, but there's some elements of public safety we want to make sure that we put out to the public that are very, very important. The first is, it's going to be a zero tolerance like it is every year. Zero tolerance for shenanigans. So if you're not coming here to just have fun and have a good time and make it so that others can do it, you're probably going to run into the folks in my department who are here with this express purpose of making this a safe event or safe events, as it were, over this season. It's very important. You'll see a high visibility from the police department. We'll have a lot of people out here from our local, state, county, and federal partners. We'll be all over the place and easy to find and easy to see. But there'll be some invisibility as well. So there's going to be plenty of us in places that you would not normally expect to see us. And we'll be there taking a look at what's going on and making sure we're here to handle any issues that might arise. So it's very important that you understand what the tenor of the event's going to be. There's some specifics with regard to the New Year's festivities. And part of that is making sure that you understand what the timing is going to be and folks know when and where they have to be where they wish to be. So our website is going to be robust with information on the city's website with when and where you can show up and park your car and set up your campsites and do those kind of things. But remember the zero tolerance piece. If you have to think about it, if you hesitate about it, don't do it. All right? So there'll be no public alcohol consumption. We're going to be hard on that. There won't be any breaks in the way that we're going to conduct our business. If you come up and ask for a break on something, we're going to assume you want to rest, because no breaks. We're going to be making sure that we're, again, zero tolerance, and I'm not trying to dampen the fun, but we want to make sure that people understand when they come in, it's very serious for us in the public safety piece, and we want to make sure you have a good time. But all those people in uniform that you see will be smiling while we're conducting our business. So it'll be a really good day for us and everybody else here. So I direct you to the website to get any additional information. It's very detailed info. One piece that's important is on New Year's Eve, you can start parking on Colorado Boulevard at noon. Start getting your spot, or not parking, but parking yourself on Colorado Boulevard about noon. And we're not going to let people in until it's time, but when you get there, we're going to stand by and make sure you can enjoy yourself. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to the next public safety piece, and that's our Fire Chief, Chad Augustin.
As thousands of people camp overnight along the parade route to enjoy the Rose Parade, safety will be our #1 priority. And we couldn't do it by ourselves. Pasadena Fire will have nearly 15 additional fire and EMS agencies here to support us for both the parade and the game, so that we ensure that all of our residents and the community coming to Pasadena can stay safe and have a good time. This time of year, it's important to know that we expect frigid temperatures at night and warm temperatures during the day, just like we're having right now. So it's important to dress in layers, have gloves and beanies, and lots of additional water and hydration. Please also keep in mind that alcohol does not count on the hydration side. Alcohol can act as it'll count as a diuretic and increase your risk of dehydration. Pasadena Fire will patrol the parade route throughout the evening looking for illegal bonfires that can easily spread to structure fires and or cause injuries or death. Small professionally made manufactured barbecues that are elevated at least 1 feet off the ground are allowed, as long as they are at least 25 feet away from a structure. And we also recommend that you have a fire extinguisher readily available. Please pay attention to where you park and double check for temporary no parking signs and other restrictions. It would make for a really bad day if your car is ticketed or towed. Vehicles blocking emergency travel lanes parked in restricted areas along the parade or near the stadium will be towed at owner's expense. Bonfires are not permitted. They are considered illegal fires, and we will be patrolling the route, as I stated. We will extinguish, and we will also ticket you for those illegal bonfires. Here we are in December, and we're still dealing with major brush fires, and we only have to look to our neighbors in Malibu and the Franklin fire and how devastating that's been. So please be extra cautious. We want you to be able to stay warm along the route, but we also want to make sure that we don't have any major fires. An example we see every year are washing machine drums filled with firewood, which produces embers that cannot ignite clothing, and sleeping bags. Again, there'll be a zero tolerance for those. Along the parade route, outdoor smoking of any kind is prohibited, as well as the use of tents, sofas, ladders, or stools. Additionally, fireworks are prohibited along with any item that can be thrown at vehicles or pedestrians. Pets are not recommended along the parade route because they can become easily frightened with loud, sudden noises. Report any suspicious activities, packages, and cooperate with authorities. If you see something, please say something. It takes all of us to make these two events safe for everyone. In case of emergency, call 911 immediately, and it's really helpful if you know your location. A street sign, some physical location that you can identify where you're at, because we have teams all along the parade route and at the game, and we can ensure that we limit the delay of getting emergency resources to you if you're in your time of emergency, if you can help us. Our goal is to ensure that all fans have a safe and fun experience at the Pasadena's long-standing tradition of the Rose Parade and Rose Bowl. I wish you all happy holidays and a happy new year. I'd also like to acknowledge Manuel Carmona with Public Health. He's here today in attendance, and all of us are available for one-on-ones. Thank you for your time.
The Pasadena Public Health Department has been monitoring trends in respiratory illness this season. We're glad to report that all trends are stable at this time, but nonetheless, we continue to partner with the Rose Bowl game as well as the Tournament of Roses to share information and guidance. At this time, we're recommending that the public practice standard precautions, including staying up to date on COVID-19 vaccines and flu vaccines, washing their hands, and wearing a mask if they're concerned about themselves or individuals in their families who are more susceptible to severe respiratory illness. If people do have COVID-19 symptoms, we do recommend that they stay home until they're fever-free for at least 24 hours. It's our goal to make sure that the game and the parade, at the game and the parade, that everyone stays healthy and enjoys the day. Have a great day.